You know what we're going to talk about today? We're going to talk about a marriage duo who turned one restaurant into 2,200 of them. That restaurant is called Panda Express, my people. Well, if you want to venture out of this video, you better like this video. You better subscribe. And I want to hear your comments. You think you can turn your one restaurant into 2,200 of them? Or maybe 100? Well, Andrew and Peggy Cherng, two Chinese immigrants, one from China and one from Myanmar, immigrated here. They both met at the University of Missouri. Both of them highly educated, one in mathematics, one in computer science. Well, Mr. Andrew Cherng started a business in 1973 with his dad in Pasadena, California, called the Panda Inn. The very first Panda Inn restaurant opened up here down the road in Pasadena. They were surviving for 10 years. But you know what happened? It took only one relationship to make Panda Express to what it is today. A mall developer comes over to the restaurant who's a regular, loved the food, loved the friendship, loved the service, and he said, you know what, I'm developing a mall at the Glendale Galleria, and I want you to open up your restaurant at the food court. Innovation, pivoting, thinking ahead. I want you to understand that at the time, opening up a restaurant at a food court was considered a little bit beneath the means of any restaurateur because they didn't want to open up restaurants at food courts. It was considered for like the people who couldn't make it in the restaurant business. But that one relationship turned into $4 billion, turned into 2,200 plus locations worldwide. 1973, right? It took them 10 years to get to where they are today. It took 10 long years, hard years, because Panda Inn at the time wasn't doing well. So Peggy had to quit her day job at McDonnell Douglas, which McDonnell Douglas was a large aerospace engineering company at the time. She came to help her husband, Andrew, at the restaurant. You know what she did? She became the CTO before that position even existed. CTO, Chief Technology Officer. You know why? Because she created one of the first POS systems in the world. POS stands for point of sales. That is the system that tracks your inventory, tracks your sales, tracks customer habits, and that's exactly what she did. And that little POS system helped them become the Panda Express that it is today. I want you to understand one thing. I don't want you to confuse movement with progress. The great Denzel Washington said that, right? Don't confuse movement with progress because you can be moving and staying at the same place. But look what happened. They took a risk at a brand new mall in Glendale and made the first orange chicken. This is all about orange chicken. If you ate orange chicken, then you know what Panda Express is. Because without it, Panda Express wouldn't exist either, right? After 1983, it took him 7 more years to start expanding rapidly. From the 1990s until the 2000s, they had about 500 restaurants, which was massive. I want you to understand again, these are two immigrants in a brand new country who had no experience in the fast food business. I also want you to understand that this wasn't McDonald's, this wasn't Subway, and this wasn't Taco Bell either because this was all completely private owned. Until today, they have 2,200 plus restaurants. They're all private. They are all managed by the same family as they were from the very beginning. You know what my message is to you today? That if they can do it, they can turn that one restaurant into 2,200. So can you. So can you. You know, I want you to understand the fact that whatever you're thinking, I want you to start. Take action. Don't just think about it. Don't be just a sayer. Be a doer. Make sure you're moving forward. This is what it's all about. This video that I'm doing, it's about that. It's not about Peggy and Andrew Cherng. It's about you. Because Peggy and Andrew Cherng, they're worth billions of dollars. No big idea is too small. Just because it's big, it doesn't mean it's not attainable. You can attain it at any given point. You just have to start moving. You just have to start. You have that one location in any business you're in. You're a real estate agent. Okay, open up a brokerage. Go study for your brokerage license. Open up a brokerage and add another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 agents working for you. You're a mechanic. Open up a second mechanic shop. Partner up with your best mechanic at your mechanic shop. Give him 50% of the business. Let him run that business. You're a body shop. Do the same. You're a restaurant. Ask your cousin to be your partner. Make sure those people are smart, they have the integrity, and you can work with them. I'm not saying go partner up with the Joe Schmo of the world, you know. Partner up with somebody that you know, you have history with, you have experience with, you have knowledge with, somebody who is as enthusiastic as you are. Partner up with somebody. I understand small business is difficult. It's not a Panda Express yet, but one day it can be. That's my message. Panda Express, $4 billion, right? Well, look at this. Wendy's, Papa John's, combined, they're smaller in revenue than Panda Express. Panda Express has 2,200 restaurants. Papa John's has 5,700 locations. You know how many locations Wendy has? 7,000. They have 7,000 locations and they are still smaller in revenue than Panda Express. You know what that tells me? That tells me that these people know what they're doing. This tells me that it doesn't have to be quantity in order for you to make a lot of money. It can be quality. It can be the right people working for you, making your business what it is today. Because you have to understand, these people, they don't have any equity in this business. These managers, they don't have any equity, but they're running these locations just like the franchisees do, like they own piece of the business. You know why? Because Panda Express is paying them shit load of money. They're paying them a lot of money to care for their business. That's the right thing to do. If you don't take care of your employees, you don't take care of them in a good, smart, financial way, you think they're going to take care of you? No, this is going to be just another 8 to 5 job for them. They're not going to stay extra and work extra hard for you. They're just going to not care about it. You know what else Panda Express did? They revolutionized the fast food experience. You know, every time now you go to a fast food restaurant and there's this clear glass in front of you and the kitchen is behind it and they're making the foods in front of you to make you think, hey, look, we're clean, that they're wearing gloves, they're wearing hairnets, they're clean, they're making sure your food is put in correctly. That's what they did. That thing didn't exist before. They were the first ones to introduce it in the fast food industry. And that's called innovation. That's called marketing. That's called we are taking care of our customer. And that's what you have to do. That's what I have to do. I got to take care of my customer, because if I don't, I'm not going to have any business. Well, if you want to venture out of this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share.